Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to some more UFC Undisputed Forever, and today we're doing a UFC 303 main card simulation. I couldn't do Anthony Smith versus Roman Dolidze because Roman Dolidze wasn't in the game. I could have swore he was, but I think they were going to put him in the game, but they ended up going with Brendan Allen instead, since there was a limited amount of slots. And I also think I might have been scrolling past BSD, Benoit Saint Denis, thinking it was him, because they kind of look similar at a fast glance. I also can't do the Macy Chasson versus Bruno Silva fight, but the three big fights that everyone's excited for, the MVP, the Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez, and the Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka fights are all going to be simulated today, so it's not too big of a deal. I don't think anyone's going to cry about that I can't simulate Macy Chasson versus Bruno Silva, but who knows, maybe someone's really upset about it. Let me know in the comments below. Either way, we're going to be starting with this one for now. I'm excited for this fight in real life. I think Ian Gary's going to pull out the win. Although I have underestimated MVP plenty of times before. I, in his debut, thought that Michael... Why do I keep going to say Michael Holland? That's not a person. Kevin Holland, I thought was going to knock out MVP in his debut, but I was sorely mistaken. I was completely wrong, and I take back everything I said about him. I was just going off the Douglas Lima fight, how he got KO'd by the first really big jump in competition he took. And he got KO'd in spectacular fashion from a leg kick to a, punch. And then someone said he came back and knocked out Lima. That's not true. I looked it up. He won a split decision against Lima the second time. Unless I'm missing something and he did end up knocking out Lima at some point. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he just lost by knockout and then won a split decision. So I'm still kind of stand and live and die on that hill. I know Douglas Lima is unbelievably dangerous. That dude has leg kicks from hell. And he hits really hard. Doesn't really have a ground game, but MVP isn't really grappling anybody too much. He can grapple a little bit. I think he might have grappled a little bit against Douglas Lima the second time. I might be wrong. I don't remember the second fight at all. I don't even know if I saw it. But I definitely saw it now that I think about it. I remember... I didn't watch a lot of Bellator, but I remember watching every Rory McDonald fight on Bellator. And I remember watching those two fights. I like Douglas Lima a lot. I could see him beating Ian Gary, though. He's very elusive, very hard to hit, and Ian Gary is very... He's a technical striker, but he's kind of, he's not basic. I don't want to call him bait. He's more of like a traditional type kickboxing striker. He's not the type of guy to dance around and do all this fucking snake shit, where he's like doing all this weird stuff, so... Wow, Ian Gary with a takedown on MVP. Gets a nice little, suplex there. Belly-to-belly suplex. In half guard. I did not see the fight going here at all. I thought this was going to be mostly a stand-up affair, but I guess they wanted to get some grappling in. Ian Gary wanted to show off his purple belt, or brown belt, whatever the hell he is. I think he's a purple belt, but he might be a brown belt by now. I have no idea. He trains at Shoot Box, so I'm sure he trains with a lot of jiu-jitsu guys. Ian Gary gets up very risky off the cage like that. Didn't really cover up very well over there. MVP landing some good shots. Lands a nice teep. Ian Gary grabs the clinch. Is he going to go for another suplex, I wonder? MVP's trying to get double unders. Ian Gary reverses, gets double unders himself. And then I think he was about to go for a takedown there, but the round ended. Excuse me. Interesting first round. Goldberg said it best. Good mix of stand-up and ground game, yeah. Pretty good announcer right there. Maybe I should just shut up and let him talk. Alright, MVP's cut, but apparently they're tending to the side that's not cut for some reason. He has a cut on the other side of his eye, but they're stitching up the knot, or not stitching up, but they're tending to the side that's not cut. I don't know why I can't talk. I'm going to be doing showcases for all these guys, too. I don't know about all of them, because I don't have a lot of time. The fights are tomorrow, but if I can, I'll do all of them and try to upload them before the card comes out. We'll get like 8 videos in one day. If I can, I will. If not, I'll do most of them. I'll do like the important ones. I do feel like I'm gonna wait. I don't know when the update's coming out tomorrow, but they're releasing a little tiny mini update for like Ian Gary's purple shorts. and some other little fight kit changes and stuff like that. So excited for that. I think MVP is going to be wearing black shorts in the update, and Diego Lopez is wearing green or some shit. I don't remember. Wearing something. So I might wait until that so you guys can, so I could show off the new purple shorts for Ian Gary and stuff like that. I'll do Poatan and Yuri Prochazka though earlier than that. I don't think they have custom shorts or any updates. I think it's only those three. Nice head movement from Ian Gary. MVP has an interesting approach in this fight. I'm not really seeing that much striking. I'm seeing a lot of grappling here. MVP is definitely throwing the Superman punch a lot and that one teep kick. But besides that, I haven't really seen him trying to land too many smaller strikes. Trying to land those big one-shot strikes right there. Oh my god. Burping like crazy. Okay, now he's starting to piece him up a little bit. That was a nice little combo. The 1-2. Jab straight to the body. That was a nice little combination too. I like that. I like that combination a lot. Ian Gary counters with a nice stiff right and an uppercut. Beautiful.
This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Ian Gary circling to his left. Nice head movement there, landing a counter overhand. Ian Gary got countered right there with a nice right hook. It's going to take Ian Gary to land like a head kick. Oh, wow, as he throws a head kick. I think if he landed a nice head kick to gain MVP's respect, he could really change the whole momentum of the fight and shift it completely to his side. Right now, I'd say it's a relatively even fight. I think MVP might be winning by like a hair. But if Ian Gary was able to land something big, I think he can definitely shift the momentum. It's not that far off to where he can't come back from this. MVP, on the other hand, seems to be doing everything right. He's being a lot more careful with his shot selection. As I say that, he wastes a ton of energy. MVP, so far, seems to be gassing out. Ian Gary still seems fresh as a spring daisy, so we got to keep an eye on that. I almost forgot to turn the HUD off again today. I hate when I do that. It makes me want to restart the whole thing.
Let's take a look at the replay, Mike. This was well timed here. Just a beautiful.
All right, let's see these highlights here. Ian Gary with a nice right straight down the middle.
That spectacular counter
off the counter.
Dodges that incoming strike and then
Ian Gary's using head movement really well. I didn't really notice that during the fight. I know I saw those two shots land, but Ian Gary is definitely landing some good counters. That was a nice little double straight from MVP though. He landed some solid shots in that exchange. Chandela holding up the rounds.
Are you ready?
Yada yada, let's move on to the next round. Round 3, last round of the fight. Ian Gary comes out hot with a 1-2 switch kick to the body. It actually wasn't even a switch kick, it was just a lead body kick. Nice double right hook to the body. Ian Gary goes for a nice stiff straight to the body, misses. Ooh, nice ducking right hook.
What an exchange here. Swing and a miss.
Ian Gary's starting to try to retaliate a little bit. He's standing his ground, trying to land some big strikes, and there he has a nice left overhand after the sway.
Trying to find the range.
His head movement's on point. That is, I can definitely see that. MVP every once in a while though is landing some solid hooks on him. All right, they're clinching again. Over unders. Ian Gary gets double unders. He might go for a suplex right here. Yep. Doesn't get it. Blocks the transition from MVP. Hits him with a body kick and a nice left hook. Beautiful combination. I love using that combination. Body kick to a left hook or left hook to a body kick. Oh my god! Ian Gary gets dropped.
Well, it looked like he was hurt, but he snapped back really quick.
MVP really hit him with the quickness there. That came out of nowhere.
Under 2 minutes remains. Third and
just as I was. Oh my god!
Wow. He waited for the opportunity for
Wow. Just as I was complimenting that combination he used. Got sloppy for... Oh, my headphone fell off. Got sloppy for a second, and he paid for it. I want to see the damage difference right there. Because I really... Yeah, he was going for his signature uppercut. Didn't quite get it. Yep, got slept.
And here we see it again.
That's how the cookie crumbles, folks. That is how the cookie crumbles. All right, let's see the damage difference here. I want to see what the head health is at. Yeah, that was pretty much exactly how I thought it was going. MVP was landing more. Ian Gary started coming back a little bit towards the end, but all in all, when it came down to that head kick, or actually, I don't know, I don't remember what dropped him. Something dropped Ian Gary, and I remember being like, that's it. He had a chance before he got dropped to shift the momentum back, but he couldn't do it.
Coming up next,
here we are with Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. And man, if anyone needs an updated player model, I think it's Ortega. I think he's probably one of the older player models if I had to guess, and I think he can definitely benefit from an update. Maybe if he wins the fight, he'll get an updated player model, who knows. Here we are with Diego Lopez. I actually got to watch more Diego Lopez. I haven't watched really anything on him, barely. I have to go back on UFC Fight Pass and watch some of his older fights. A lot of these newer guys I'm not familiar with. I'm not really familiar with BSD, what is his name? JDM. I kept going to call him RDM. I don't know why. Probably because of RDA. Jack Della Maddalena. That's who I was talking about. And then who's the other guy? Who's the other guy? There's one more dude that I always forget about. Roman Dolidze is another one I'm not really familiar with, to be honest with you. There's someone else that I just can't quite put my finger on. Who the hell is it? Anyway, you get my point. It's hard for me to keep up with all these new guys, so I'm trying to go back and watch some of their older fights and get a feel for how they are and stuff like that. Ortega I know all about already. Watched like all of his fights, obviously. He was coming up at a time where I was watching every minute of everything UFC, whether it was press conferences, whether it was highlights. I was watching so much at the time, but now I'm so busy it's hard to catch everything. All right. Ortega seems to be coming out hot, throwing head kicks and shit. Not exactly how I expected this fight to go.
What an exchange here.
Ortega looks huge compared to Diego Lopez. Look how beefy this. Look at his back.
Back to their feet.
Dude's bigger than Dustin Poirier right now. What the hell?
Again, the takedown is
all right.
stuffed.
Ortega with some heavy shots right out of the gate. Lopez looks like he's a whole 2 weight classes below him. Diego Lopez hits him with a nice knee to the body. Ortega gets tie clinch.
What a great display of hand fighting.
All right. Nice clinch battle so far.
These men are really working to get to a dominant
Even look at Ortega's quads. What the hell? They're popping out of his goddamn shorts. What the hell is up with his build? Dude's built like a mini Brock Lesnar. All right, Ortega gets hit with a clean overhand. And he gets hit with a nice left after that.
2 minutes remains in round
nice leg
number
kick from Diego Lopez right there.
They clinch again.
Gets the clinch, goes for a single leg, gets sprawled.
Good takedown defense.
Ortega trying to land some shots from the sprawl position, but can't quite. Ortega's getting hit with that overhand quite a bit. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time he's been hit with it. Nice 1-2 from Diego Lopez. That was a nice little offbeat combo from Ortega, though, in retaliation. Body shot from Lopez, gets countered by Ortega. Now Ortega hits him with a body shot to a right hook. Damn, Ortega has some nice combos here, but he is getting hit with some hard shots, so he's got to be careful. Lopez coming in hot with the Superman punch and some other strikes. Oh my God, a 1-2 with an uppercut thrown in there. This is a very fast-paced fight. I'm having a hard time keeping up even. Nice sway counter from Ortega right there.
And that's the end of round 1.
Beautiful first round. Very high-paced.
To keep this fight standing. The crowd here seems to appreciate a good striking match.
I thought Ortega was winning in the beginning, but I think Lopez probably stole the round. Yeah, like even look at his hair. He has like pink spots and stuff. Like they could definitely give him an update and he would look great. For the time though it was made, I'm sure it was like one of the better player models. You got to remember they went from using creative fighters to like actually doing like full-on player models. Like it's kind of crazy how far this mod has came in such a short amount of time. And EA UFC still hasn't fixed white glove tape on creative fighters. It's been what, 2 games now? How many years?
The beautiful
UDF for life, and that's that. All right, next round. Diego Lopez trying to pressure early on, but he backs up right away. He started pressuring, then backed up. Nice single leg takedown from Lopez. I think it was a single leg at least. I couldn't quite tell. It was really fast. Ortega goes for a triangle, reverses Lopez, gets into half guard top position, gets reversed into full guard. You don't know, it's funny because Ortega is pretty comfortable there because he has that triangle in his back pocket. So when you think you're beating the shit out of him in full guard and you're really raining down ground and pound and all that, and you think the fight's almost over, he can just pop a triangle out of nowhere, catch your punch, and mess your whole day up. So you gotta be careful with that. Lopez getting hit with some vicious ground and pound from side control.
Into full guard here.
He reclaims full guard though and gets up, pushes off the hips. Goes for a very fast combination right there. God damn, Diego. Oh my God, gets hit with a straight from hell. I'm surprised he didn't get dropped right there. Diego Lopez's speed must be off the charts because he looks fast as hell.
What an exchange here.
I very rarely see AI throw strikes like that, where it's like a blinding speed.
Oh, a nice body shot.
And it's only on advanced. Can I put it on advanced instead of expert or ultimate? Because once you put it on expert or ultimate, it's just constant reversals and nothing else happens. Ortega really got some momentum back with that strike. I think he has the harder shots in this matchup. Goes for a head kick, doesn't quite land, drops. I almost called him Brian. He drops Lopez right there. Lopez going for a body shot, misses, gets the takedown perfectly though. Very well timed. Ortega with a nice reversal right there, getting off his back. Gets reversed right back to where he started. Ortega's probably going to go for a triangle at some point here if I had to guess.
45 seconds remains.
Okay. Lopez doing a good job at not falling into traps.
30 seconds remains in the round.
This is the best I've seen Lopez do all fight on the ground. As I say that, he gets reversed. This is what most of the fight has been when it hit the ground. It's Ortega just outclassing him on the ground. Ortega gets reversed every now and then, but I'd say Lopez's best work has been on the feet so far. On the ground, he seems to be getting reversed constantly and falling into heavy shots in the ground and pound side control position. Telling Ortega to finish every combination with a kick is wild.
Let's take a look at the replay of some of the action here, Mike. This was well timed here. Just a beautiful slip and counter.
Beautiful counter from Ortega. Even though Lopez landed first, it skimmed off of Ortega, and Ortega actually landed the harder shots. That was a beautiful sequence there. He's beating Lopez to the shot. They're throwing the same strike at the same time, but Ortega's just landing faster. Or he's just a millisecond first. This is a classic example of whoever gets there first wins. And it seems like Ortega's beating him to the punch every time.
third and final round.
Wow, Lopez really ran into a punch there. I don't know what the hell he was going to try. I don't know if he was trying to Masvidal type situation or what, but he really sprinted at Ortega in the start of that round. And he's coming in hot. I think he's really trying to put some pressure on Ortega and get some of the rounds back. But it's very possible he's losing 2 rounds to 1. Or no, it's very possible he's losing 2 rounds to 0, actually, is what I would meant to say. And he might need a finish here. Oh! Nice reversal to an armbar from Lopez. Oh my God! Oh my God! Lopez almost just submitted Brian Ortega. That would have been unbelievable. That would have been next level. Just, that would have blew my mind. That would have absolutely blown my mind. If the fight ended that way, oh my God. That was so close. That was so close. As I was saying, he needs a finish. He almost just got one, so I think that Lopez should definitely go for another submission when he has the opportunity. On the feet, he's getting caught with these big straights off of the sway counters. Or even the overhands he's been caught with a couple times. If he caught Ortega in a triangle, that would be just poetic. Nice uppercut from Douglas Lima. Hey, what the f am I talking about? Nice uppercut from Diego Lopez.
Good takedown defense.
Probably because I was talking about Douglas Lima a couple minutes ago. This is a long fight. This might go the distance.
He's got the clinch.
Ortega gets into tie clinch, lands some big shots from tie clinch.
Under a minute remains.
I think they should separate and try to strike. I think they can Ortega can get a finish here if he gets one more of those well-timed sways. Beautiful front kick.
He's got that single.
Sprawls on Diego. Nice straight from, why do I keep going to say Diego Lima? Diego Lopez. Lima's just living rent-free in my head now.
That is the end of the third and final round. Joe, you know,
all right.
Not going to go into the UFC Hall of Fame of fights.
Yeah, pretty good fight.
Wasn't embarrassing.
I have a hard time picking who won, but I think Ortega won that whole fight. If I had to guess, probably 30-27.
Here we see that failed submission attempt, and this looked pretty tight.
The way he just kind of he dropped Lopez, he rocked him on a few occasions, if I remember correctly. He was hitting him with the harder shots.
Here we see some amazing anticipation with a
great leg check too. But he had his moments, as you can see right here. He definitely had his moments. I might be completely wrong. Maybe Diego Lopez won the whole fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to
Let's see here.
Scorecards for a decision.
What do the judges say?
The judges score it 30.
Yeah, that's right.
30-27.
30-27s across the board for Ortega. What I expected going into the decision. Solid win for Ortega. No finishes or anything. He actually almost got finished by that armbar, and I think that deserves a little bit more credit. But hey, close but no cigar. He didn't quite get it. If he submitted Ortega, though, that would have been a wild way to end that fight. Down 2 rounds and gets an armbar on Ortega. All right, main event of the evening. Yuri Prochazka versus Poatan himself. Very excited for this fight in real life as well. A lot of people seem to be leaning towards Yuri this time. I would have to say I'm leaning more towards Poatan. Been wrong plenty of times before. I could see it going either way, but I'm definitely leaning more towards Poatan. Seems bad for anyone to stand with him, so that's what I'm going off of. Dude's a great kickboxer. Why would you stand with him? But you never know. Maybe Yuri goes in there, knocks him out first round. This is coming from the same guy who thought that Ngannou was going to win against Anthony Joshua, and I grossly underestimated Joshua. So I'm more than fine with being wrong. I give my opinion.
This is the main event of the evening.
And it could be either right or wrong. It's no skin off my back.
Live from the MGM Grand
All right.
Garden Arena,
Yuri Prochazka,
Las Vegas.
Poatan. I think I probably have done this before, this simulation. I've definitely fought as Poatan and fought against all of his opponents plenty of times for the showcase. And I'm going to do it again. I'm doing another showcase on Poatan for sure, because he's fighting this weekend, but hopefully it isn't getting too old for you guys. I could play as him all day. I love his new moveset, how he has the accurate leg kicks and all that, so definitely more excited to use him now than I was before. Glad I have an excuse to do another showcase.
We are ready to get things started.
All right, let's see here. Here, Prohashka versus Poatan. I'm curious to see how this fight starts. I know that Poatan disappoints me a lot in this game. He gets beat a lot. And Yuri is probably my least favorite fighter to fight against in this game. He's oddly elusive. He's very hard to hit. But most importantly, he's really hard to finish. Whether it be a submission or a knockout, I can never finish this guy. I don't know why I can't. It's just something I can't quite ever land clean enough on him, and I always get close. But he'll beat me by like decisions when I have like 90 head health on him, and he'll still beat me by a decision somehow. He's just a crafty little bastard, so it's a tough guy to fight. Nice leg kicks from Behera though. He's landing a ton of them right off the bat. And as you can see, that's the new animation I was talking about. Nice shots from the clinch from Yuri early on. Poatan's gassed already. This might be really bad for Alex Behera. Nice combo from Yuri. Yuri's definitely throwing the smarter strikes, which is not the not what you'd expect.
Man, good exchange between
Why is Yuri being so goddamn measured? This is what I mean by Yuri's a weird guy to fight in this game. Probably my least favorite AI to fight against, because he's so damn hard to finish. But Poatan's landing these leg kicks like nobody's business. Beautiful combination from Yuri. Goes for a head kick.
Under 90 seconds remains in round one.
Behera's trying to set up that head kick. He's landing tons of leg kicks and tons of body kicks, and I guarantee you he's going to go up high on one of these. He's tried twice, but hasn't landed it yet. He might even go for the left hook. Another beautiful leg kick.
He caught the kick.
Poatan goes for a teep and gets his kick caught. Ends up on his back. He needs to get up here. He's very not the best on the ground.
And now they're back to their feet.
Nice sprawl from Poatan. Minimized any damage that he could have taken on the ground, rather.
Round one complete. Joe,
good first round. I think Yuri won, though. He kicked out his leg. Didn't drop him, but he swept him on his back. Had some top control. I think he landed more strikes. Poatan landed a ton of leg kicks, but I don't know how much leg kicks go into scoring here. I don't know how they weigh a leg kick against like this, for instance.
Caught it coming in and landed the perfect counter punch. And here was that spectacular counterattack.
See, Yuri's being very tricky. Right here, that was a beautiful just push away. He got some distance on Poatan. Didn't let Poatan pressure him at all. By Long Islander really came out right there at all. Someone said they thought that they got Midwestern vibes from me, which I find pretty funny. I've only been on the East Coast my whole life. I've visited other places. Oh my God! Wow. Okay. Poatan gets head kicked, and I think this is the end. Holy shit. That is one of the worst knockdowns I've ever seen in this game. He's at like 99 head health right now, guaranteed. Oh my God. Yuri just completely shifted the momentum to one side. Anyway, as I was saying though, I've only lived in Long Island, and then I've lived in Pennsylvania, in East Stroudsburg for a little bit. But those are my only two places I ever lived, so definitely not a Midwesterner. But I also don't have like any sort of a Long Island accent for the most part, or a New Yorker accent, unless you like it just comes out when I'm drunk or I'm a little bit lazy-tongued.
And back to full guard. Pushes him off
All
the
right.
feet.
Poatan got a little bit of damage back right there, but I'm telling you, he's hurt still. Those strikes were, I'm surprised the ref didn't stop it.
And now he's answered.
Yuri smells blood in the water too, so he keeps going for that head kick. If he lands one more of those head kicks, it might be a wrap. Poatan's going for that left hook though. And that left hook can finish anybody if he lands it clean.
Staying in tight, close, right in the fire.
Beautiful block right there from Poatan. Almost got caught with a head kick clean. Ooh, Yuri with a nice uppercut. I think he's got him right here. Yep, it's a wrap. Yuri Prochazka knocks out Poatan. Like I said, Poatan lets me down a lot in this game, and Yuri Prochazka always surprises me, so I kind of saw that coming. I think Poatan's going to win in real life, but I could also see it going this way. You never know. I don't see Yuri landing a head kick, but maybe. You never know. Anything can happen in the UFC. I'm always surprised.
Look at it from this angle.
And yeah, that was the simulation. An interesting fight simulation. There's only 3 fights in it, but it was a pretty long one. That Ortega fight really filled in the video a little bit. We got all the way to 30 minutes with this one. And I'm just going to watch the belt get put around Yuri, and then I guess I'll end the episode there.
Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's see here. Actually, we'll look at who the fights of the night. What Reese, get your shit together. We'll see who the fight of the night, the submission of the night, and the knockout of the night were. I know there was no submission, but, you know. Fight of the night and knockout of the night. If Diego, I almost said Diego Lima again. If Douglas... Not Douglas Lima either. If Diego Lopez were to submit Brian Ortega there, that would have undoubtedly been submission of the night, even if it wasn't the only submission on the card. Fight of the night was Yuri versus Ferreira. Interesting.
When you get 2 guys of this caliber facing each other, you're bound.
I would have to say knockout of the night was probably
that was just it.
the MVP one against Ian Gary. There's no way it wasn't. I don't think that was knockout of the night at all. Let's see here, though.
And Joe,
if it's not, I'll be disappointed. Yep. Ian Gary
go to this man.
Gets slept with a lead uppercut.
Brutal knockout. You know, it's just one of those things, man. I don't care who
tisk,
you are.
tisk.
If you get caught here like he did,
yeah, MVP definitely.
Like
Jesus Christ, he turned him into a boilhead.
And he paid the price for it.
And yeah, that's the fight simulation. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And I will see you guys for the showcases. Probably do 1 or 2 today and a few tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So yeah, see you until then. Peace out, guys.